after she dominated a major cycling event. Remember this image from the weekend at the Thundercrit? And this image on the final podium caused widespread concern over the future of women's sports as trans athletes Bridges and Lily Chant took home gold and silver, while the tournament's best performing biological woman, Jo Smith, could only achieve third place. Now, in an interview that aired last night, Emily Bridges actually accused Boris Johnson of making comments that stirred transphobic hate and that she personally received threats of physical violence as a result.
It's really strange to see probably the most famous man in Britain talking about you and having an opinion on something that he doesn't know anything about. And the response after that was as expected. I had threats of physical violence made against me by complete strangers online.
Now, while there's obviously no justification for any sort of threat of abuse, to level responsibility at the Prime Minister seems incredibly ill-judged, given that in the comments she's referring to, Boris only offered his view, which is the view of many in this debate, including me, that women's sport needs to be protected.
I don't think that biological males should be competing in female sporting events, and you know, maybe that's a controversial thing to say, but it just seems to me to be sensible. And I also happen to think that women should have spaces which are, whether it's in hospitals or prisons or change rooms or wherever, which are dedicated to women.
No, nothing controversial in those comments from the PM. Certainly nothing that targeted Emily Bridges in any way. So today, former Olympic swimmer Sharon Davies spoke out on the issue. She wrote, Emily Bridges has never been barred from sport or ever will be. Bridges was competing last year and earlier this year successfully in the men's category. Inclusion is being able to compete. It's not getting an unfair advantage. And I do agree with Sharon Davies here. The woke left might have decided to overlook the rights of those born biologically female when it comes to sport. That doesn't mean the rest of us have.